Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thought I'd share with you this rusty build and what I went through to put it all together. This was another one of the cars that I got recently from a Valley Village lot of, I think it was like 5 cars in a bag, and I've already produced one of the videos for you guys, and gonna do a few more. So this is number 2 of that lot, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with this. So I like the logo on the side. I thought the face was kind of cool, and it shouldn't be kind of covered over or stripped or anything like that. So I did actually strip the car down because I knew I wanted to put some spikes on it. And once I got that done, I kind of brought it in to clean up a few things. I got rid of the gold windshield by clipping it right off, and I thought it turned out pretty good. And then I proceeded to break apart some forks, which I think I ultimately only used like one of them in the end. The rest of it ended up being just some toothpicks. I had some toothpicks, well, the tips of the toothpicks left over from another build where I just used parts of the toothpick to make guns, and I just kept them around. So I thought, well, always reuse everything if you can. So yeah, actually, I guess I did get some of the black forks and toothpicks together. They're a bit of a pain to kind of keep on there. So now I'm building a roof for the top of the car. This is from a big speaker grill sheet that I've got, and it's really useful. You can bend the pieces in all sorts of different shapes. Yeah, so just doing a little wheel checking. The original wheels were all bent, and they were all kind of slick, and I thought, I need to get some like off-road tires. So I kind of went out in my parts bin and was looking around to see what else I can use for the wheels, and I put some tin foil on the sides of the car just to see, again, it gave it a little bit of roughness on the edges without really totally damaging the metal. So I just simply glued like tin foil on the side, and it kind of creates a really instant amount of roughness. And then I actually got some tape on the car covering everything up here, so you can see I masked off the green face, and then I just basically primered the whole thing in like a flat black primer or paint. And then I couldn't find my red oxide paint that I typically use like for brown, so yeah, I used a little too much brown, and I decided to paint the whole thing, make sure it kind of covered it up with a little bit of the black still showing through. I was trying to go with the sort of like a rat rod type of paint job, and but I knew I was going to end up covering the whole thing with the dry pastel. But this is how it turned out, being all painted brown and looking pretty good with all the other parts that I started to paint off. And I didn't record the pastel job that I did on this, but as you can see, this is freshly out of the freshly covered with pastel, dry pastel, using alcohol. And I did actually use a little bit of color. I used the dark brown, a little bit of orange, and then I did some blue to kind of show that it had a paint job at one point. But you can kind of see it in some spots around the roof area. And then yeah, just moved took off the tape on both sides. It allows you to keep some of the original Hot Wheels tampo intact if you decide that you want to keep some of the graphic without going completely removing it. But as you can see, it's a little too shiny here, so I decided to try to, wanted to grime it up a little bit. Originally, I was going to put a little bit more dry pastel over top of that, and I thought it would just end up like kind of covering it. So this is a dollar store stain or like furniture touch-up marker. You can get like a set of 3 at a Dollarama. I like using stuff like that. Just the like a poor man's hobby shop accessory kit that I've got going on. Considering again, once again, I'm actually not working right this moment, so I figure, well, why don't I just keep using what I got? So it does a great job. It's with the pastel, it actually absorbs the the stain pretty good, and I wanted to see what it would look like. So it actually does a really neat job in terms of creating, like, without making it look like paint. This stuff actually looks pretty good. So I kind of put it in a few areas all around the vehicle, just in certain spots. There was some like already areas that were kind of dark brown because I didn't paint over them too intensely from with the dry pastel, but adding the stain around the edges gave it that extra like really crusty look. Then I touched up the front grille. When I was doing the pastel paint on everything, I basically covered up the front grille with my thumb so that no extra pastel got on it, and I just kind of took a little bit of silver paint and just lightly went over the grill to make it still look a little dirty and grimy, but I wanted to make it look like a grill nonetheless. And obviously it wasn't the same paint color as the rest of the car, so just going with like a bare metal I thought would look pretty good. I just got a bit of a trial fit happening here with the parts, and also just kind of working on the wheels. I use basically a dry brush with a makeup brush. I think I'm pretty sure this is a makeup brush. But I'm using regular acrylic paint, sort of like a mustard color, just to kind of really highlight the tires. And I had glued a resistor to the top of the car with a wire with the intent of putting a little flag. So the leftover mask from the driver's side mask that I did for the face ended up becoming a flag. I just basically wrapped it around, pinched it together, and actually kind of liked how it was already dirty, but I painted it with some red paint on both sides, and just kind of, I was going to put a little logo or an insignia on it, and I thought, nah, just leave it just as a red flag, and that's it. And then it kind of gave me this idea that this thing looked like the Grinch that stole Christmas, and this is Christmas Day, posting this video, I thought it was kind of fun to call him the Grinch because of the green face. And it's got kind of like like a bag at the back that looks like a bag of toys or something. I wasn't too sure exactly what that was supposed to be. So I just kind of made it a fun Grinchy kind of vehicle that's joined Gaslands now. And I don't know, it's simple build, but looks pretty cool. Just was doing some neat things with it. The bottom of it's actually detailed as well, and just kind of highlighted a few things here and there, just kind of make some of the parts stand out a bit. You never know. Maybe one day I'll get a job at Mattel, and I can kind of build some of these things for real. That would be fun. That's actually an ambition that I've always had, and you never know. Maybe I'll try to actually get go for it by building up a big portfolio of projects over time. But who knows? Anyways, hope you guys liked this video. Keep safe, and please like and subscribe when you can. And I hope you're all doing well, and stay tuned for another video coming up soon. And looking forward to seeing what's in store for all of us in 2021. Thanks a lot.